To access the Volunteer Toolkit, go to the Volunteer page on our website. As you scroll down, the first button is the Volunteer Toolkit. Click on that. It used to be named My Page, so enter your first name and your last name that is associated with your account, the names you used when signing up, and then the password. A password that you used with My Page is the same thing. That password will work just fine. We'll come back, and if you've never created a password before or you've forgotten your password, we'll cover that in just a little bit. Click Login, and then there's your information. You have the option of updating your phone number, your email address, your physical address, as well as your password for the toolkit. This password can be 15 letters and numbers only, up to 15 letters and numbers. It doesn't require you to have that many. Just pick a password that you can remember, and anytime you change anything in this form, make sure you click the Save Changes button. Without saving the changes, it will not show up that way next time. At the bottom, you will see your history. So there'll be the date, the farm, the crop you harvested, some pounds of the total harvest will all be included. And then the most important section here is the status. So here is where you will see if you're on the roster, and the roster is signified with signed up, and as well as the waiting, so the waiting page as well. So if you click on the button signed up, you will see all the information pertinent for this particular harvest. So here we are, blueberries on the 28th of August. It has the address, it has the leader information, the time, and a phone number to call if you have problems finding the harvest, as well as very specific harvest information for this particular harvest on this day. This is where you'll find information about particular things you need to bring, or do you need to be on time if you'll be locked out if you're not. This information here under the signed up button is the same information you'll find in your confirmation email that is emailed to you as well. You can also check your status on waiting. So if you're on the waiting list, if you click the waiting button, it'll open up to the page where you can see what position you are on the waiting list. You could cancel from there as well. It shows you what crop will be harvested, the date, the day, the time, and in particular what it said on the public page about the details about the harvest. So it shows the location and those sort of informational things. From the toolkit, you can cancel from rosters, or you can cancel from the waiting list. Simply click on the cancel button next to which you would like to cancel. For instance, if we were to click the cancel button next to the peach harvest, where we are on the waiting list, it'll open with the waiting list cancellation. And it's important that you take a moment and read the information here to make sure that this is the harvest you want to cancel from. Do you want to cancel from the peach harvest on Tuesday, August 29th? If this is not the harvest that you intended to cancel from, if this is not the waiting list you want to get off of, click Do Not Cancel. But if this is the waiting list you would like to cancel from, click the waiting list, cancel waiting list button. When you click that button, up will pop a confirmation of that. So thank you for letting us know to cancel your waiting list spot. It's pretty simple to mix up which line you're on and possibly cancel from the wrong thing. So when you're clicking that cancel button, please check carefully. Make sure you're going across the line properly, that you're choosing the correct cancel button. There's no undoing a cancel. So here, if you're to click the cancel button on the sign up status, again, it says here at the top, harvest sign up cancellation. So this is where you're on the roster. And if you want to cancel your roster spot for blueberries on Monday, August 28th, then you would need to click the cancel sign up button. But if you don't want to click, after you've read that information and you don't want to cancel your spot, choose do not cancel button. Important to read that information carefully there. Again, after you hit the cancel button, a confirmation page will pop up letting you know that you have completed the cancellation. You are now canceled from the Blueberry Harvest on Monday, August 28th. Now when you check back to your toolkit and you refresh it, it'll state here that you now, on the Blueberry Harvest on the 28th, that you are now canceled from that harvest. So that's a confirmation really to show that you have been canceled. You can also click any of the other buttons, like ones where you've harvested, and you can find out information about that particular harvest as well. Now let's talk about resetting our password or creating a password if you've never had a password before. Simply enter the name that you used when signing up as a volunteer. First name, last name, spelled exactly how you spelled it on your registration. Enter your email address associated to your account. And then once you have that all entered, just simply click the reset password button. And then an email with a temporary password is sent to your email address that you provided there. If that is not your email address, it won't show up. You won't get an email with a new password. Once you have that new password, simply come back over to the page, your toolkit, and enter your first name and your last name. Careful to spell it correctly. And then enter that temporary password in the password field. Click the login button, and then once you're in your toolkit, go down and change that password, your volunteer toolkit password, to something that you're going to remember. Like I said, up to 15 letters and numbers. It doesn't have to be 15, it can be less than that, but pick something that you're going to remember. Enter that, and then don't forget to click Save Changes. Got that saved, and you're set. Next time you come back, just enter your new password.